We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
When I date 'em.
What's happening, everybody? It's your main man, Mr. Brookshire, and oh boy, we are so real. Oh, Jesus, we are so real talking to you. What's going down, everybody? What's going down, all of my global community? What is going down, my family? So look, you know, like what we always do, how we always do any and every time that we come into the station. Y'all know, y'all already know what I'm gonna say. I love you. I love y'all. Y'all are why we come here. This is why we come here every week. We come here every week to give you the hot topics, to give you the great news, to give you the information. And today we have an action-packed show catered to you, catered with you in mind. So without any further ado, what we're going to do really quick, because we want this show to be filled with content, filled with all the things that you need to be able to take you, yourself, your business, and your social media life to the next level. So today is going to be all about social media, people. It's going to be all about social media. Do you got your social media together, everybody? Do you know what you're doing out there? Do you got it together? So without any further ado, I want to bring a special guest into the house, a very, very special guest, a good friend of mine in the social media expert world. I'm talking about this man does everything. I mean, and we always say, we quote the term, it's always best to do it the easy way. So without any further ado, I want to bring straight into the house my good friend. We have Mr. Eric Zuley, a.k.a. Easy.
Yes, sir. What's going on, guys?
What's going down,
Ready
brother?
to talk some social media.
Yes, that's exactly what we're going to be talking, my brother. A little bit of social media today. So what's going down, brother?
It's all about resources, man. Social media is taking over the game nowadays.
Yes, it definitely is.
It's a new tool to make you do what you do and get the dinero, the income.
Yes.
And Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pinterest. Feed's a big one.
Yeah.
I'm feeding you guys some info.
Yes.
So turn on your cameras.
Turn on your cameras.
Pencils and pens. If you're all you old school and baby boomers, you get your pencils and pens, and the new school guys that work, guys and girls that work with the social media and the blogging and the YouTubes and all that stuff, get your digital touch pads out.
Yes, I can
We're
definitely
be doing
do
it,
that.
right, Brookshire?
Yes, we're definitely going to be doing it because, again, like we say to each and every single one of you, this is all about you. I mean, so make sure you got your pens and pads out because, again, this man ain't free. He ain't free, folks.
You're my boy, so I'm here, brother.
Right. And I appreciate that. So he's definitely not free. So make sure that y'all are getting this information. Like, I'm going in exclusively for y'all to make sure that y'all have something that when you can go back to be able to make sure you're doing this. So we want to get some tips. We want to basically ask a couple of questions, and then we also want you to leave us with some tips in mind of how we can build our social media network. So real quick, my first question is, what is the purpose of social media? What is the purpose of social media, man? Why does somebody need it?
It's a digital database. The more that you build your fans page or your Twitter, you're instead of your address book, you're doing it via social media, but you're actually interacting with everybody else out there. The social media piece is extremely important. The point of having it is because you can actually link everything you're doing to each other. If you have any type of brand you're trying to push in any way, or even if you're just trying to make friends and meet people, it's the only way, it's the best vehicle to interact. And I mean, there's many different ways you can use it, but I look at it as the new digital phone book, the new digital database. And nowadays you can link them all together.
Oh, wow.
And it's all about tweeting and taking pictures. I mean, right now I got my dad over there on the right taking pictures of me and doing video, and you guys will be able to see this on the other side from the other angle.
What big shout outs to Pops?
Yes, sir. Big Easy's dad but yeah, so you can go to as far as social media, we have I think about 20 pages at this point for Facebook, and 10 for Twitter, 5 different YouTube partner channels. The Instagram is a little bit new to me. I'm only at 1900 or 1700 with the Instagram thing,
Right.
but that's like the new platform for pictures. But you can see what a lot of people don't know is you can actually link your Instagram to everything that you do. Everything. So I personally, this is just me. Anybody can do it however they want, but you can use your Instagram. It goes to your Twitter. It goes to your Facebook. You can actually link it to your fans page as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you can do everything. And then LinkedIn is like the number one vehicle for business. You know, most of my business comes from LinkedIn.
Really?
Oh yeah, I have franchise owners of companies, bro. I have so many people hitting me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is I think one of the number one, like I said, vehicles to drive in the business world.
Get out of here. You know, I see a lot of things come into LinkedIn, and I guess for some even people like myself, sometimes you don't know what it's for. You see all these things come in, LinkedIn with me, connect with me, and you're just like, who is this person? So you're saying that LinkedIn is somebody, you should connect with these individuals. You should keep that network.
Without a doubt. I'm talking to a lot of Trump's family via LinkedIn. You know, I'm talking to Larry Namer, the co-founder of E-Entertainment's family. I know Larry. Larry's my boy. Larry's my mentor. We do business together and everything. Right. But I didn't know that I was going to meet his family through LinkedIn. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like talking to his sister. I'm like, I see Namer. I'm like, I wonder. And we're just talking and talking. And then I get to know her via LinkedIn. Wow. And you know, there's possibilities on every angle with all these people we're meeting. I'm up to, I think, 10,000 friends on LinkedIn right now. Wow. And but LinkedIn is a little different. You got to pay for it. You know, they only let you get. They're like Facebook. Wow. Only Facebook doesn't let you go farther than like 5,000 friends on your personal page. Right. So LinkedIn is. By the way, I'm looking at Brookshire. I'm trying to look at you guys too, so you can see my eyeballs are a little different. LinkedIn is the number one tool for business. I mean, like two of my accounts right now came from LinkedIn. Wow. So you want to answer that, dude? No, actually, that's just callers calling in. Actually, so we're going to be able to avoid. Well, we're going to get to them and just tell everybody to be able to hold all of your calls necessarily. So my thing is, okay, I'm starting off in social media. You know, LinkedIn, we got Twitter, we got Instagram, we got YouTube. I'm a new business. I want to get, or I'm a talent, I'm a model. I want to get people to know that I exist or my product exists. What do I do first? You want to know that your product exists? Well. Yes. I would say the caller's got to hold on, man. Yes. You want me to answer the question or you want to call me? No, okay. Go ahead. I would say the substance on your Google is probably the most important piece, because what's the number one thing that someone's going to do when you're trying to do business with somebody? They're going to research you. Right. So when they research you, what are they going to find? And if you have a big social media presence, if you have, you know, a good substance and good stories and write-ups and things like that enhances the presence and the brand credibility of your business, your brand, yourself as a talent or whatever you're doing, that's going to be, I think, the first thing. Because that's what people do is they research. Right. Okay, I could definitely do that. So basically, so that's like search engine optimization. Is that similar to that? Okay. Kind of. Okay, so what's the difference and how does search engine optimization work? Is it needed? Do we need that? Oh yeah. Search engine optimization is the number one tool. It's very important because the bottom line is there's tagging, there's keywording, there's meta tagging, there's a lot of different things, and there's content that you can relate to via your brand, and you can attach to other people's traffic. And people don't know that. You know? So if you have a good search engine optimization team that knows what they're doing and you're ranking on the top of the search engines, then what's the number one tool people use to search things? Is the search engine. Right. Search engines is the Googles and the MSNs and the Yahoos and the Bings and things like that. So if people see good substance, then it's obvious they're going to want to follow up with that proposal or whatever. Right. So, and the keywording is very important. And keywording is number one in my book on an SEO perspective. I mean, it gets really complicated. I can't go into full detail for your listeners and your viewers. Right. But I'm trying to do what I can to have them understand. They're probably like, huh? Right. Basically, what we want to do is be able to get the 1, 2, 3s of a person's wanting to start their business and they're saying, okay, I don't know nothing about social media. I don't know nothing about Twitter. I mean, I have a Facebook. I have a couple of these things. Where do I get started? And if we're saying, okay, or I have a website. When you say social media and the content, should I go through a filter of words? How do you get your name to the top of the Google? Do you got to pay for that? Is it about the words? How does that work? A lot of times it's about the keywords, and yeah, you do have to pay for that for the people that know what they're doing. You know, like easywaypromotions.com. Right. Z plug. But it is important to know the right keywords that relate to the descriptions of what you're putting in, that relate to the title, that relate to the, it all kind of goes together. But yeah, it's very important because I mean, I have my stuff right now linked to all the big names in Hollywood and all the really cool things that I want to come up. So when you're typing Sam Sarpong or whatever celebrities you've seen me do interviews with or you've seen me interact with, a lot of times now, especially on YouTube, type in a celebrity. A lot of times you'll see me pop up, like the Power Rangers.
Right.
I love kids, so I know, and one of the demographics I'm trying to hit is kids.
Right.
I want the younger audience to know who I am, to search me, because they are the biggest social media users. So the Blue Ranger, the Najee Detej, which you've had on your show, is a really good friend. All the Power Rangers are friends of mine. Shout outs to Najee and Steve and Hector and Alex and all them. And when you type in Najee Detej, you see mine as the first video, the second video.
Oh wow.
When I first met him, the interview. So when you're typing Najee Detej, you're definitely gonna know about EZ like that. And how many interviews have I done? You know what I mean? So think about how many people that are typing in those and then seeing me.
Right. And you say now that happens how?
Keywording, tagging the right way.
So tagging, that's actually a good point. Now these are the tagging. So say for instance, are you saying like if somebody posts a video on YouTube, it's all about the keywords that they use to tag inside of there. Yeah. Now if you don't know what the words are, how do you, is it something that
what are people going to search if they're going to look for a video? What things are you saying in a video, Fairly simple.
Fairly simple. Now, in order to really build...
But there are secrets that if you go to easywaypromotions.com, that we can help you out with.
Yeah, definitely. And we're going to definitely send everybody there. Now, does this take time? If a person wants to do it themselves, how much time are you thinking that it should actually take for a person to be able to get on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, to really build their brand if they're doing them themselves? In your opinion,
with that one, does it take time?
Yes. How much time does it take?
I and my team are on the computer anywhere from 8 hours to 14 hours a day.
Wow.
So a lot of what you see with what we have and the numbers we have and the value and the what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here. The not experience, but the proof.
Testimonies.
Such a simple word, I can't get it.
Right.
Yeah, the proof and the testimonials, it comes from 8 hours to 14 hours, literally sitting there and barely eating. And, we work hard.
Right.
So, heck yeah, it takes time. It takes a lot of time. But the value and the benefit of doing it is exponential.
Right. I can definitely dig that. And now, looking at small businesses, you've came and dealt with small businesses, big businesses. What have you noticed that some of the mistakes that these new companies make when it comes to social media? What kind of mistakes do you see them making by the time they come to you?
Not putting enough content out. Not putting the right content out. Not using the right benefit language.
What do you mean benefit language?
Man, you just want all my secrets, don't you?
That's what you're here for, bud.
So is there like a PayPal button we're going to put on this or what?
Yes, we are. We're going to put everything on it to make sure we get the most out of it. So
what I mean is, okay, how can I explain this? Ask the question one more time so I can go into
what is the benefit language? Because you said benefit language.
The language that you're using to entice and draw a consumer in. Does that make sense?
Right.
There's the tags that you're using within the benefit language of a Facebook. I mean, everybody knows you can tag, and then you can hashtag.
Right.
You go into hashtagging. It's a whole new world. The hashtagging helps you get ranked. And here's what a lot of people don't know. Every time you use hashtagging with social media, and that links to all your other stuff, and that ranks on Google, that helps your popularity. Therefore, that helps. It not fully. It's not helping a lot, but it does help a little bit. Combined with press and blog articles and things like that. And it decreases your star meter. Everybody wants to lower their star meter, right?
Right.
The more popularity you get, that's why if you hire a good digital PR or good PR that really can get you out there on Google a lot, you're going to get a better star meter. Plus, of course, you got to get credits on IMDb. But Google, I believe, owns IMDb.
Oh, wow.
They're interlinked somehow.
Huh. That's very interesting. Now, in your opinion, like as far as in when it comes on social media, because so many people are trying to raise their followers, right? Now, how important is the branding aspect and brand loyalty in social media? Can a person build brand loyalty dealing with social media?
Brand loyalty.
Or do they need something else?
I mean, anything when it comes to branding and social media is extremely important because, okay, I'll give you for instance. I was just with my boy Sam Sarpong, who we tried to get on the show, but he's shooting. He couldn't make it.
Right, big shout out.
And he was telling me on how I don't remember what the movie was, but it was a big movie.
Right.
And he was like runner-up, and it was him and like 3 other people. And Sam had 30,000 something followers. The other guy had 100,000. Guess who booked the role?
Wow. Sam.
The guy, no.
I
wish. That's my
right?
point.
I don't know if he got favor
All
in
the
that
Sam
one.
fans out there wish.
Right.
But the one that booked the role was the guy with the more followers.
Wow.
With more followers comes more powers.
So now,
Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna tweet that.
That's actually
Where's my
good.
boy
So
at?
now, what happens when it comes down to like people buying followers, if that's the case? Because now you can buy followers. If I know I got a role coming up, should I buy 100,000 followers until the role comes, and then maybe they may drop off later? But it at least looks that way. Is that something?
But they're not real. And how bad does that look for you when they drop off?
Right.
How fake do you look when they drop off?
Well, you could say something hacked.
But how long? You got to pay again to do it again.
That's true. So you're gonna keep having that same situation. Okay, I could definitely dig that. So now, what does one do?
You gotta get people like, and I keep saying us, but we really are really good at this. Easy Way Promotions, our team does active followers, active IDs, active people that want to follow your content. If they drop off, it's because you're not putting your content out right.
Oh, okay. So now, what is the job of let's say I'm the client? What is my job if I hire you to come on to do my social PR, or my social media? What is my responsibility to you to be able to do what you have to do?
To provide us the content that we need, to listen to our guidance, to give us the right budget that we need, to properly have the right tools and have the right team doing what they need. You know, the content is key. You know, if you're doing something, let us know about it. You know, let us know so we can prepare for it. You know, we do press releases that literally reach 5,500 companies and other blogs and other articles and newspapers and magazines. We have 5 in-house magazines we work with. One of our magazines has 100,000 subscribers, which is digital and print.
Wow.
So the more we know, the more we can do for you guys.
I can definitely dig that. So now I have a company. My name is bad. Things aren't looking right. Can social media take you from a place of maybe not really looking good in your company to a better image?
Utilizing social media? I think if you have a lot of followers and you have a lot of good tweets and good posts and good testimonials, you know, like if you go on, for instance, Easy Way Promotions. I keep going back to us, but
right, of course.
Easy, letter E, letter Z, Easy Way Promotions, our fans page. We have, I think that's like 3,000 something fans on there within like less than a month.
Right.
From making that page, which is pretty good. But if you go on that page, you'll see testimonial, experience, success story, this, that, and that's the content. So if you're someone and you're a company or you're someone potentially wanting to work with us, and you go on that fans page and you see, wow, every one of their customers or every one of their clients are perfectly happy.
Wow. Yeah.
It's a no-brainer, you know. And then obviously you see the success of it's all about success, man. You know, like the more you can show the proof of the success, the more it's monkey see, monkey do. People want to work with people that are successful, and they want to know what's behind them and what's creating that success. What's the fuel?
Okay, so if I'm hiring a PR company, should my PR company be very trained in social media, or should I hire a social media and a PR company?
You can do both. But you're usually going to have more of a benefit if you hire one that has both in one. You know, that's why that's what we do. We do PR. We have actual professional PRs within the company. We do the marketing, the digital marketing. We also have the distribution, the retail and digital. So yeah, you want to kind of get people that, I mean, and really do a 90-day trial, do trial things. You know, and I would recommend anybody that's looking to get something like this, look at their track record. Look at the types of clients. Does it match you?
Right.
You know, is it going to relate to you? If you're a label, have they worked with other labels?
Right.
What exactly do they do? Bottom line, man, my brain isn't working. Where I just got back from.
It's understood. Understand. So bottom line,
the proof. That's not the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to sound more smart, better vocabulary.
Let it come.
The proof is in the pudding.
Right. The proof is in the pudding. Now, this has always been a big question because there's so many new things coming up, new social media networks. Do I supposed to be on all of them? Do I need to be on every social media network out there?
Your name is popping up on different things. In fact, this is my VP. This is the guy I wanted to have come on the show. Do you mind if I put on speaker?
Will it work on speaker?
Hey, Mr. Michael Precise, you are on air right now with Real Talk with Brookshire, LA Live, and we're talking about social media, my man.
How's it going?
You're supposed to be here. Where are you at?
I'm one called me, dude. Oh, it's not what, 7:15? Nobody called me and told me it was going down or not.
You have the address, and well, then come down here. Maybe you can catch the last time.
Right.
Hey, so ask that question again, and this is my VP of my company. His name's Michael Precise.
Right.
This is the gentleman that handles the press releases I was telling you about, the blogging. He has KCLA Radio himself. He's registered with MTV, VH1, BET, Viacom. You know, it brings a lot of strength, and so. If you want to ask that question again, I mean, this guy's hard to reach.
So, I mean, the question is...
He works for me, and he's hard to reach.
Do I need to be on every site? I mean, there's new sites always happening. Should I be on all of them? It's okay just to be on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube? Or do I need to be on every single site that is considered a social media? Because the list is getting very long.
Yeah. Mike, is it a benefit to be on every site, every social media site, and every blog? What do you recommend?
Oh, sure, man. It's a benefit to get on as many platforms as you can. The more SEO you are, the more valuable your network is, and the more valuable people will see your networks, throughout these platforms on the internet. I mean, if you network yourself and resource what you do, and repost it so people can resource what you do and repost it, it's a wonderful thing. It's called networking.
Right.
It's a wonderful thing. I mean, and then on top of that, investors, the investors want to know what they're going to get back on their ROI. So
right.
The more you network and the more you SEO, the more an investor feels more comfortable to go ahead and invest in you, because they know that once they're invested their product or their company will be on multiple platforms, so it's fan-based, or products can be sold at a higher rate and at a more visibility than not being seen, because you're going to be SEO and all that. So it's a wonderful thing.
Okay, and that makes a really good point, because people always want to know what is the return on my investment. If I hire you to come on to take care of my social media, how do I know it's working?
I'm glad you asked that, because that's one of our specialties is we focus on ROI.
Right.
Whether it's revenue sharing, whether it's attaching your brand to another brand that's going to make you money. Like, for instance, we work with this company right here, the water company, and Walking for Breast Cancer. And one of the things we did was we're attaching Walking for Breast Cancer to all these entities, like the magazines we work with, for instance, Rock This Magazine, other certain events, and giving donations and proceeds back to that charity. And then they're going to give them a nonprofit, and it's just all about how you link the dots together, So while we're doing the campaign, our focus is to get you a return on investment so you can pay us again.
Right. I can definitely understand that.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And when an investor is going and asking for an ROI, they're not asking for a direct, an exact amount. They want to know, what they can look for, what can they expect back, and to give them an answer that is going to be suitable for them and make them comfortable. You're going to be able to show them different things, and show them not just different things, but things that are credible,
right.
Things that are, with logos, things that are SEO-able,
right.
to build your presence. And, like I said, man, a lot of SEO companies out there will say they know SEO, but they really don't. There's WSEO, there's SEO. I mean, there's so much different kind of SEO, but a lot of time, and now I want to bring up too that the companies that need SEO like passwords for your Twitter and YouTube and Facebook to build those different profiles, it's mandated now that you can't use passwords to build that SEO profile, because what's happening is on Twitter, and you're getting these outrageous numbers of followings, and it's not true. I mean, right. It's just not true, and so Twitter is being used. They're refreshing Twitter. Like I said, they're refreshing Twitter. Twitter's being updated. Right now, they've got new Twitter API. People probably wouldn't even notice it on their cell phones.
Mike, we can't tell them everything. You're going to scare them. You're going to be mad that they're listening to the show. So I'm going to finish this up, man. I'm sorry that you weren't able to make it here. I thought you needed to do what you needed to do with your wife. But thank you for for your wonderful insight. And I'll hit you back as soon as I'm off air.
Perfect. Yo, it was a pleasure meeting you, sir. Definitely. So really quick, how do you get followers? And that's the biggest thing. I got my sites up. I finally got my stuff. How do I generate followers? How?
Many different ways. I mean, backlinking is a really good way.
Okay.
Backlinking and again, you asked, should you be on a lot of different sites? The more you're backlinking, you're always going to get different types of traffic at different types of sites. I get so much different traffic I've never seen before on Feed.
Oh.
PHEED. So if you backlink that, you're obviously going to have new people go, oh, and it's not major right away, but if you backlink correctly, the more people see different links, they're going to click on different things. But it's all based upon your content and what you're drawing things. So backlinking is a big one.
I can definitely dig that.
And then obviously, I mean, the best thing you can do, Brookshire, is get a good team that really knows what they're doing and can really guide you, that does the work.
How much does something like this cost?
If they don't do the work, I mean, SEO honestly can be anywhere from $12,000 deposit to $2,500 to $4,500 a month for real strong professional corporate SEO.
Wow.
You can get by on a good social media campaign for $1,500 to $2,500.
Oh,
but that investment is going to make you double your return typically if you use it correctly, if you really focus on it. And it's not just about making the first initial service and doing the first initial product. It's about the resourcing of the first initial service that you do to make it more and more beneficial. Like if you do the SEO right, you do the blogging right, you do the editing right, you do the right content, you do all that stuff, and then you take and press release that and you hit it, that's a no-brainer.
Oh, wow. Okay, I can dig that. So now we're going to be wrapping this show up really quick. What is the one thing that you know for sure? Like if you're talking straight to the audience and you're basically trying to give a quick little snippet of what a person needs to do to get themselves on the right track, also contacting you, of course, but what do they need to do in that process? What would you tell them?
To get themselves on the right track?
Get themselves on the right track.
It's about development.
Social media.
It's development.
Mm-hmm.
It's development of social media.
Hmm.
You have to take the content and really structure it. I mean, it's about structure.
Right.
I mean, it all depends on their brand and where they're at.
Right.
You know what I mean, it's hard to answer that question when I'm not evaluating what. I mean, if you gave me an example of a client, that would be a different story. But for me to just answer that, it's hard.
I can dig it.
Normally, I would sit down and do a consultation or evaluation to see where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd know how we're going to do the development, how we're going to put the campaign. I mean, I don't just give people quotes.
Right, okay.
I have our basic pricing on easywaypromotions.com, but typically we'll sit down with them, do a free initial consultation, really see where they're at, and then based upon that evaluation, put something together.
Okay, I definitely can dig that. Now, you have a lot of projects that you're working on currently.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about, really fast before we wrap up, what are some of the things that's going on with you right now?
Well, I appreciate it. I just did the cover of Rock This magazine for July. I'm going to be doing the cover of SOM magazine on September. We just got a deal with Roscoe's Media Center, which is Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles.
Oh, wow.
New TV and radio station. So they gave me a channel called Easy Way TV via Roscoe's Media Center, RMC. And they are also involved with Punch TV, Direct TV, and my show is syndicated in many different directions. We've got other things, but those are the big things. I got a movie I'm going to be involved in. I got a movie I'm producing. I'm going to be a unit publicist. My company's going to be a unit publicist on, and I'm acting in as well. And Cuba Gooding Jr. is supposed to be involved, and a couple other people. Omar Gooding, his brother. It's a lot of great things, man. I mean, wow. It's been an honest blessing, and the networking that we've done. And how we've done it the easy way,
right?
it's been a blessing. I give all the props to God. We're dealing with Crystal Glacier water right now in Alaska. Right. We're dealing with Kathmandu, which is one of the top sponsors that we're working with that won first prize at the Las Vegas pet convention. It's called the Super Zoo at Mandalay Bay. It's the second largest pet convention. They got people like the MGM Grand and Caesar's Palace and Petco and everybody coming at them right now off of the SEO and the stuff that we've done.
Right.
We're working with Kate Mesta with Kate Mesta Jewelry, which is actually with you know about Kate Mesta.
Yeah, heard a little bit.
They just signed a deal with Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, wow.
So they're going to be dealing with Dancing with the Stars and Paramount and Hard Rock International and we're just dealing with a lot of great situations. My show, obviously, theeasyshow.com, letter E, letter Z. I just made a new channel, Easy Way TV, and I'm going to be putting tons of great episodes. We got music that pays, a distribution. And get this. We got our own in-house distribution, manufacturing, and print company, Print House.
Oh, wow.
So we're actually able to do printing at probably better cost than most people, distribution, manufacturing, the whole shebang, and get artists paid. And I know you got a way to do that too with ASCAP and BMI
definitely.
with the show. So we got to put some collaboration together.
Yeah, dog. Let's make it happen for sure. I mean, that's what we connected to for.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. So all your listeners, all your viewers, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. And follow me at ericzuley.com. If you have any other questions, ericzuley fans on Facebook. My blog is ericzuley.blog.com, hollywooditguy.com, ericzuley.com, theeasyshow.com, and my network, which is one of the it's just the most, you only get our content from us, you know what I mean?
Right.
WTV Networks with an S.com, thewtv.com. You can see the blog post, and we're airing a lot of real cool shows. Shane Sparks, former judge on So You Think You Can Dance, America's Best Dance Crew,
Right.
Does a show on Easy Way Broadcasting every Saturday 2 p.m. My show's 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will be going to Roscoe's Radio pretty soon.
Right.
And then Maurice Egger, former NBA star, does a show every Tuesday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which will be going live and simulcasting into Blog Talk Radio.
Wow.
We just hit top 300 of all of Blog Talk Radio as far as Easy Way Broadcasting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and we're looking for shows. We're looking for content. I have a channel, so we're looking for people that have awesome projects and stuff. I got my launch, which you will be at, coming up at Roscoe's Media Center on September 29th. And I got my man Wesley Jonathan coming, Sam Sarpong coming down, the Howe Twins. A lot of my celebrity friends are going to be supporting, as well as our companies, Crystal Glacier Water, Walking for Breast Cancer. It's going to be donating proceeds to anybody that comes in. They got to do like $3 or $4. You know, so many people deal with that. You know,
right.
So I hope that anybody goes to walking4breastcancer.org and they support. My dad just had cancer, so that's a good thing to me.
My best friend had it for a few times. I understand.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, you just keep your faith and everything. Everything's all good. And I mean, I can go on and on, brother. But please get a copy of my magazine. It's Rock This Magazine, and you can go to Rock This Magazine Facebook or rockthismagazineblog.net. And it's the July issue. And, you get the co-founder of E! Entertainment, the Choa Boys. They're like Disney kids. They're supporting me. Lunell's supporting me. Ernie Singleton's supporting me in that magazine.
That's what's up.
And they're calling me the next Digital Dick Clark. So, who knows?
That's funny. That's funny. And that is what's up. Digital Dick Clark. So, again, what we're going to do really quick what I want to do was just actually one last question. And this was just something that just came to me. So many people feel like, well, social media is free. If it's free, why do I need to hire somebody? Why should somebody hire
It's free for
you?
now.
Right.
That's all I'm going to say. It's free for now.
Huh.
I gave you a little insight there. It's free for now. And they're already charging with LinkedIn and situations.
Right.
It's free for now. And why? Because you're going to get more expertise that can give you more of a benefit with people that know things you don't. That's why you hire people. And if you're going to get a return, if you're going to get a benefit out of it, why wouldn't you? It takes money to make money, right?
I can agree with that. I could definitely agree with that. Any last words that you want to leave with the audience?
I love all the fans. I hope you guys support me. I got a movement. It's called The Easy Way. We do things the easy way. It's better than the hard way. Hollywood, The Easy Way, letter E, letter Z. It's always letter E, letter Z. HollywoodTheEasyWay.com. And I always open doors for people. I'm creating another pathway, another red carpet to walk on in the wonderful world of Hollywood.
Right.
Same with the business world now too. I'm an interviewer. I've been doing it for a while. I've been on a lot of different platforms. Anybody wants to get the EPK, if you need an interview, if you need a host, need a good host, I'm also a host, and that's really what my passion is. I love to host, and at the same time, I love to help people as I'm hosting. So if you ever need an interview, I have a show on Actors E-Chat, which is a big live chat show. I'll be doing a couple things in studio, green screen. I have a green screen show. So just hit me up, follow me. I hope your fans support me in the movement, and I hope my fans will support you back. And
I can dig
it's
that.
all about support, man. So if you guys check me out, Eric Zuley fans. I do it the easy way, and if you want to know more about it, you got to follow.
I can definitely dig that. Now, right before we leave up out of here, just dealing with social media, and I don't know, it's just a quick little hot topic that came up with B. Scott suing BET. He's a social media maverick with with I Love B. Scott, blogger. What is your opinion when it comes down to bloggers and the power that they have?
Oh my God, watch out. Do not mess with, my opinion is do not mess with a blogger that really knows his stuff.
Yeah.
Do not do it, because the bottom line is if you ever mess with a blogger that knows what they're doing, you're talking about the first page of Google when people search you. They control that.
Oh, wow.
Period. How simple is that? You can control what hits Google. And the number one things that people search is Google, Bing, and MSN. A real good blogger that knows SEO can control how your brand looks.
Wow. Well, I can definitely dig that. So how do you feel like someone like that should sue a major network in that capacity. If they're being a blogger.
I don't know really what's going on. Explain to me what's going on.
Well, he was on BET Awards, and B. Scott is a transgender male that likes to wear women's clothes, and he is comfortable in that capacity. But at the BET Awards, he had on something long and flowing, and they took him to the back and said, "You need to man it up." So they made him put on men's clothing, and so he's actually suing BET for forcing him to put on men's clothing.
I didn't know that. Wow.
Yeah, and he's like a major, as far as a blogger and social media content guy, and it's all over the news and TMZ talking about he's suing BET for making him wear men's clothing.
Wow. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, man.
I agree.
Everybody's entitled to the way they want to do things. As far as my opinion on it, I would say that. My dad's doing some stuff on the side. I can't think, so stop it, please. I know you don't want me to say. I'm not going to say anything that's going to incriminate me in any way. It's okay, Dad. It's okay. Thank you for supporting. See how much love my dad has?
Right.
I couldn't
big
think
shout outs, right?
I mean, my opinion would be everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own way of doing things, And if I would say this, if his team and the people that support him and how he rolls feels he should do something, he should listen to that.
I can definitely dig that. And just one last thing to get your opinion, because I know you heard this one with Oprah going into this one store and the other. And I forgot, she went to go see Tina Turner and her new husband get married. And she walked into a department store and asked to be able to see a handbag. And the woman looked at her and said, "You can't afford this handbag," and did not show her the bag.
To Oprah?
To Oprah.
What?
To Oprah, she was like, "Well, no, I really want to see that handbag right there." And she was just like, "No." And so Oprah said,
Did the lady know who she was talking to?
I guess she did. I don't know if Oprah was looking like she do on her regular days. You know what I'm saying? Like Sophia, look like
still,
Sophia.
It's Oprah. Who doesn't know who Oprah is?
Maybe she didn't, but she was considering that maybe this was a racist thing. And so what Oprah said, well, maybe I can't afford it, and walked out. And so I guess the whole country was sending out apologies.
I don't know why people are racist, man. I don't know why color has to have any opinion or anything to do with anything.
Yeah.
If you do me wrong, then I'm not going to have good feelings towards you, but not because of the color of your face or any. I think that having anything to do with ill feelings because someone has color in any way, I don't agree with that personally.
I can definitely dig that, and that's a wrap, man. I guess that's a pretty clean show.
It's a wrap. How you guys like my hat? This is my new hat, by the way.
Right.
Hat line.
Man, easy man. We want to thank you so much, man. We really do. We want to thank you so much for coming into the house, man, with us as always, holding it down, man. And we thank you for all of the content, and definitely everybody, make sure that you are going out and actually checking in on Mr. Easy, and definitely checking in on his websites, checking in on his companies, his TV productions, and everything else. And anytime that you need any social media, make sure you're hitting him up and tell us exactly where we're going to find you one more time, sir.
You can find me at ericzuley.com. And also for everybody out there that's looking for love or a friend, I always forget about this. DaLoveShack.com. It's a new site that's DaLoveShack.com. It's a new site, and it's actually pretty cool. It's got a lot of good members on it. There's some pretty girls, some good-looking guys, so I know everybody's looking for that. So
I can definitely dig that. And so to all of my people out there, we appreciate you, sir. To all of my people out there, we want to just say to you real quick, like, I'm your main man, Mr. Brookshire. You know I love you so much. I love you so much. Tune in to us right here next week on the BK Experience. And also, Real Talk with Brookshire. Again, where your mind goes, your body will follow. Remember, there's always another you. It's always another you on the other side of whatever you're going through. Whatever you're going through, reach with both hands for that other you. Reach with both hands, and you will see the next phase of your life. I love you so much, and until next week, I'm your main man, Mr. Brookshire, and I holla.
Smell a rose. I'm smiling way too much. My cheeks are burning up. I'm running around in circles. I love the simple stuff. I'm taking in the moment. Taste the soul. It's in